or don't say it too much. We do not back-to-back stuff.
Ixnay on the slurgan me.
Watch your slurgans.
Slurgan jergens. We're in the building. Hello, good people. Funny stuff. I'm your boy, Jim Ross.
This was a slobber knocker.
This is Jerry the King Lawler. We got special
This
guest in
campaign
the
was
background,
definitely a slobber knocker.
Miss Elizabeth. Say hi, Miss Elizabeth.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yo.
And the fight is over. Fatality. Trump 2024. You missed.
You missed.
Yo, crazy thing is, like, and you did make a good point. Like, I mean, he was our president before, so. But welcome to an episode of Get Lifted, 30 is a new 20. We thought we have a special. That's not on the camera. Come on, man.
What?
We'll do that. Put that on the
Who
camera.
did that? Oh, yo. Come on now.
It's a lighter.
We lost a viewer when you did that.
Nah, you
We
just
that
said
did.
it.
We that did. I just see one up there and it just disappeared. I mean, put that up there.
That's crazy.
I was like, what the fuck is that? Is that a dolphin's head? Nope.
A dog.
Yeah.
Exactly what you thought it was. Infinity pillow. Infinity lighter.
It's not. This ain't no sex toy.
Yo, the crazy thing about it is
If somebody
We
do
gonna-
this shit,
we gonna break-
they crazy. This shit where you put the fluid at. They gonna fuck themselves up.
we gotta break this down. I can have a little bit. I'll reimburse you.
You talking to me?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, of course.
cause I'm dry right
Oh.
now. So he was already the president. So I'm watching. I was watching. I was on Facebook earlier today because when I'm working, because I was working today. So when I'm working, even though I work from home and
Off the clock and I'm working.
I know that's my shit.
Or
And
Literally.
literally. And
Get in.
I be-
Always be out of the.
I be trying to.
Oh, my bad.
I be trying to
Yeah.
to be focused or whatever, because I got a lot of people that I got to work with or whatever. So I try to be focused. I try to be a good worker.
Focus, man.
Cause when you like, you do certain things at a job, you're like a higher level.
Tell Stout to holla at me, man.
You definitely, that's my shit too.
Word.
You gotta fucking lead by example. So I try not to be online, even though I know other people probably be on YouTube and all these different shits. Somebody sent me something. Oh, I was on TikTok. Look what we did on TikTok. You're not supposed to be. Well, I'm sending it to you. I'm like, all right, well. But in any case, I was looking at everything when I got off of work, and I seen all the emotions. Everybody was in their feelings.
Emotional damage.
The community individuals was crying. You got ladies up here crying, talking about their life is over. Somebody's daughter.
What? Somebody said that?
Yeah.
Somebody said that
Oh, yeah.
verbatim. Their
Yeah,
life
verbatim.
is over.
Somebody's daughter was like, "Oh, he ruined my future."
Wow.
I had to like really like just laugh because I was like, "Yo, really? Is this how they feel?"
How you give one person that power? Like, how do you?
Well,
there's
people. Here's misconceptions with political
that
stuff.
sound very sheepish. To
If
me,
people never really took the time to understand how things work. Now there's misconceptions on both sides. So there's misconceptions about Trump, like good stuff, and bad stuff.
that's deeper than a misconception. Bro.
Nah, but there's several misconceptions, and that's how people make those interpretations. So there's several misconceptions about both candidates. So for one, there's this, for people that support Trump, there's this cloud that's like, oh, he can do no wrong, he's a hard worker, he's this, that, whatever.
That's both. That's both.
But he is a hard worker. He kind of got it from the mud. He had, you know, his father had you know, was self-made or whatever, and he kind of lived off of that to an extent, but then he made his own way. His father was actually wasn't really supportive in some of his business ventures. So if people really know, then they wouldn't say some of that stuff like, oh, his father did all that for him. How many times did he go bankrupt? Well, when you own businesses, some of you probably never will, but when you own businesses, then you realize that, okay, I might have to make a business decision, an executive decision. So executive decisions have to be made sometimes for the greater good of your company.
Oh, that's just for taxes.
Well, it's a lot deeper than that. But just for the face value, just to not go too deep down the rabbit hole.
That's why I said all that shit is for taxes.
The majority of the decisions that you make in a business are supposed to be for a business need. We can say taxes.
You know who broke it down? 50. 50 Cent broke it down. He was like, nigga, everybody remember where he had that meme and he had like all the money and it was broke and he was like, oh, that's prop money. He said that's prop money. He was like, what it really is like, yo, like all of this shit is fake, and you know what I mean? Like, I can't give you something I don't have, and at the end of the day, like, you know he got it. You know he has it. So this shit is just a game, bro. Like, it's a game at the end of the day. It's a game.
But bankruptcy ain't no game. When you go
no bankruptcy
but that's what I was talking about in relation to that. And as I'm saying, when people make a business decision, a business person, when you make a business decision, it's for the business need. It's for the greater good of your company and the individuals who support you and who you support. So you have to kind of make a decision that may not be a comfortable decision for some people. It may send some people home. You know what I mean? Some people may be out of a job.
Yeah.
I'll give you something else. Right now, our job is making all the leadership people read a book called The Collaborative Way. Okay. Right? And
at work?
At work.
Oh shit. That's crazy.
The book, in the beginning of the book, because I'm not gonna tell you the whole thing because I haven't read it. Right, I was supposed to read it.
Supervisor didn't read it.
Right. So I haven't read the book. However, I read a few pages. I read like 10 pages of the book. It's like 100-something pages, so it's really short read. So I read like 10 pages of it, and out of the 10 pages that I read, basically it's talking about somebody started a company. When he started the company, he had issues with the company because when you first start your company, it's like a kid. You don't get it right the first time.
Yeah, right.
So you gotta learn. You gotta break eggs to make the omelet, right? You know, like they say. So a lot of people were thinking they're doing good, thinking everything is good. Some people are gonna be good and some people are not. The people that get paid more are probably gonna be the people that are gonna be let go unless they're very important, very valuable to the company and we need them for a business need. So that's what's to be considered. So sometimes you gotta cut losses. And it's not, nobody likes to get fired. Nobody likes to get let go. But sometimes those things have to happen. Same as owning property. The first thing that I learned when I went to my real estate courses was you have to evict people. People don't like to do it because it's a nasty thing. Putting people out in the street, you know what I mean? But you gotta eat. You gotta pay your mortgage. And if this person not paying their rent, they're not paying their portion, then you gotta kick them out or you gotta figure something out. So it's like one of those things where, like, if you have a business and you have to file for bankruptcy or you have to fire people or you have to cut ties with a company or cut ties with a partner or something like that, sometimes it's something that you have to do to further the continuity of your business.
Yeah,
That's the same thing with him doing what he was doing in business-wise. When people bring up, oh yeah, but how many times did he file for bankruptcy? And that means those people know nothing about business. He filed for bankruptcy and he's still rich.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So you gotta look at it. It's two ways to look at it, but there's only a right and a wrong way. So you could look at it from a perspective of not really knowing much about business, or you could listen to people that do business and listen to how they actually navigate.
Or just watch him on how he runs it, because he's running it like a business. You can't tell me he's not running it like a business. He ran it like a business his last 4 years.
He's doing what the House allows him to do.
Look, I feel like Kamala is doing what the House allows him.
No.
I think the problem with Trump.
I'm speaking objectively about presidents in general.
That's what I'm saying.
You're doing what the House allows them to do.
That's what I'm saying.
You have to pass a bill, right? But they can vote against it. So you have to have a unanimous decision in order for something to be passed. So if you don't have a unanimous decision for something to be passed, it's Congress allowing you to push your policies, right?
But what I'm saying is he's not just independent. He's backed by the Republicans. So the majority of what he's saying is getting done because he's hiring the right people. And that's what you do, right? If you're the leader, you're going to hire your people because your people is going to have your back when you need your people.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
What Kamala has to do is her people have to basically...
Like Taylor Swift is not somebody in Congress.
That's what I'm saying.
So it doesn't matter if you get endorsed by Taylor Swift.
I'm saying.
It matters if you get endorsed by Mitt Romney. It matters if you get endorsed by the 44th president, 100%. Barack Obama.
But Pete Game, they was acting like, first they were acting like, all right, we got money to fund this because, you know what I mean, they threw everything that they had against fucking... I heard Obama rap. Obama was rapping some Detroit shit while he was in Detroit trying to get the black vote for Kamala and shit. I heard Obama rap Eminem, Lose Yourself, nigga. Mom Spaghetti, like all of that shit, my nigga. So
you gotta, when you say stuff like that,
nigga,
I've never seen that. So
nigga, look it up. Obama raps.
How he said it?
Mom Spaghetti. Yeah, like
look
that shit up. Yeah, look that shit up. I'm telling you, I'm not bullshitting.
Nah, you might not be bullshitting. It might be AI.
They pulled out no, it's real.
All right, pull that up.
They pulled out everything they could to get rid of.
I want to see that. I hear what you say. I want to see that.
Once you see that, understand.
I mean, I'm sure everybody
exactly
listens to rap music.
Well, no. That's not
people listen to
exactly.
It. I want to hear.
What I'm saying is, it was for the Democratic vote, and look at what happened.
I mean, you saying this for the Democratic vote? He did that.
He did that for Kamala.
He did that at a rally?
Yes, in Detroit.
They always bring us other celebrities.
I gotta see it.
It's what?
Detroit rally.
Mom Spaghetti. He hit it.
Because I didn't watch all of her rallies. I'll be honest with you.
Look, see? That shit ain't no fucking AI, cuz he really did this shit. This nigga is rapping Lose Yourself.
I'm glad
in 2020.
I'm glad she ain't.
Thank you.
After that, I'm glad.
Look at what the fuck they're doing, bro. To get the black vote. First of all, you're rapping Eminem. I understand Eminem.
What do you think we are, yo? Like, seriously.
My nigga, we're clowns.
Eminem does not even represent black people. Like, get it together.
But he's with Kamala vote. He with Kamala vote.
Because nobody likes Trump. Nobody likes rich people.
They like them when
you become rich, nobody's gonna like you either.
Exactly, but
so it is.
And when you become president, they don't like you either. But that's what I'm saying. Once you're the type of person that
they don't like you.
Hold on, Smiley. Once you're the type of person that switches up how you used to like them, but then you switched up to not like them, those people needs to be divided from the people that don't switch up. And it's like, as long as you treat me fair, I fuck with you. Like how Mike Tyson was like, yeah, this nigga was like, he met Trump and Trump was like real nice to him. So fuck that. I'm voting for Trump. Who's gonna beat me up? And niggas like, nobody. They were like,
Nobody shouldn't be beating nobody up for who they vote for.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but it feel like it. Because you get harassed for just saying, hey, I want to vote for Trump. Yeah, you're right. But I guess, but 100%, this is the energy of the losing side. The losing side is gonna feel like, and it's crazy. I think if Trump lost, it wouldn't even be that bad unless you know, throwing that shit in their face and then, you know, well, nigga, we're gonna be screwed. You know what I mean? But however you spin it, it's like, yo, we have to live with the fact that Trump is
like,
president.
Mom, spaghetti. I was born and ready.
I told you. I thought that shit was AI.
He said it like it was a battle.
It's just what I'm saying. It was a battle, E. It was a battle. It was a battle for the free world.
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
You know how much investments?
Like, yo, get out of here, Barack.
You know how much investments Barack has in the Democratic Party and in interest that he has in Kamala winning?
I don't believe he did that.
All of them.
Even seeing it, I still don't believe
it.
It's deep fake.
He had to do what he had to do, bro.
I don't want to believe it.
This is the same party that was like, you're not black if you don't vote for
Kamala.
You're not black if you don't vote for Biden.
That offended me.
Like, yo, bro.
But I voted for Barack because he was charismatic. I voted for Barack because he sounded believable. I voted for Barack because he was black.
Yeah.
You feel me? And people could look at me sideways, but listen, that's a win for black people in my book. When black people get the opportunity to do something big,
not mad.
It's a win for us.
I'm not mad.
It's definitely a win.
I'm not mad that anybody voted for him the initial time. But once he didn't do anything for you after those 4 years,
he didn't do anything for black people.
Exactly.
But
he did things for gay people.
He did something. He did something for America.
He did stuff for Asian hate, right?
I gotta say that.
Hold on.
That happened in Biden. But listen,
something was done under the Democratic Party.
He did something for. He did several things. Obama did a lot of stuff. Now did it help black people overall? Well, y'all got some free phones. You know what I mean? People got free health care.
That's not health care.
But it's enabling. What do you call it? What else can you call it? If somebody give you a free phone, you gonna deny it? Nah,
yes.
you're not. No, you're not.
I don't need a free phone.
Phone? Why wouldn't I? I'll sell it. I'm a hustler. If you give me a free phone, I'm taking it. What do you mean? I want it, but I don't have a use for it. If I have a use for it, I'll take it. So, but I can make a use for it when I sell it and make money off of it.
All I'm saying, I'm not gonna get too much into materialistics and how
it's not even that.
It is, because you're talking about a phone.
I said if you
taking a phone and making a hustler.
So now I'm explaining that
because you're turning it into an item of materialism.
But I'm talking about
we're not
for people that didn't have phones. Listen, for people that didn't have phones, that helped. For people that didn't have phones, that helped.
Bro.
You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna say he didn't do anything, because just like we got a laundry list of things that Biden did that may not have been good or may not have been conducive or may have put us in debt or whatever. They claim these to be power moves. He had power moves. Trump had his power moves, and Barack had his power moves. Now you can scrutinize them. You can say, you can pick them apart and say, this didn't help or this, whatever. But I'm saying overall, because I'm being objective. Overall, for black people, no, he didn't really do overall enough for black people. But how much is enough? We want reparations. That's more than enough.
All I'm saying is you would have never got money from the nigga because he never even admitted he was a black man.
Wait, that's why?
No, I'm just telling you, listen.
What do you mean he never admitted that he was black?
Have you ever heard him say he's a black man?
You have to announce it. Nobody can just look at you and see.
I don't know. I mean, if you were born in Hawaii and
that don't got nothing to do with your
and your mom's white and your father is allegedly black, but we don't know.
That's the deep dive.
It's not a deep dive if we don't know.
But let me say this.
You know what is? Let me
say this though.
Is I'm not going to go with the narrative.
But let me say this.
And that's the problem. Like, Democrats keep going with the narrative of what
let
this
me
seems
say this.
to be
Let
and
me
don't
say this.
question shit.
All
Sometimes
the presidents that
shit.
we've ever had have not been black, have not been Spanish.
So
you're
gonna let people manipulate
I'm not letting nobody
you for
say
that.
nothing. I'm not letting nobody say nothing.
You
No manipulation. I made a statement.
Because of that statement, you're gonna vote for anybody black.
That's insinuation.
And
you're putting words in my mouth.
So
I'm not doing that.
So why did you make the statement?
Say what you say.
Why did you make the statement?
Because I did. You interpret it
how
I
did. Did.
You want to interpret it how you want to do it, and that's the democratic way.
You made the
statement. Democratic
exactly.
Way. What you're doing.
The runaround. No.
I'm telling you what the fuck it is. I'm telling you what right. You can't do that. Well, what I'm saying is if you're saying that, okay, that's how you feel about what I said, and that's feelings.
I didn't say nothing about no feelings.
You didn't have to say it. You said what I didn't say, and insinuating that's what I was saying, and nobody manipulated me or anything. I made a statement that the not majority, all of our presidents were not. None of our presidents were.
That's not an insinuation.
None of our presidents were black.
Interpretation.
It's an observation. You can look at someone in most cases and tell.
Yeah, but not even that. None of our presidents were black.
That's an assumption.
None of our presidents were black. None of our presidents were Spanish. None of our presidents were women. So that's the only thing that I'm saying. Take it however you want to take it, but I think that's pretty clear. Now
How is it clear, Smiley? You didn't say anything.
So,
you just said,
in order for you to know someone is black, they have to tell you that. You wouldn't just look at someone and know that they're black.
Slow down and let's stick to the topic at hand.
The topic
Smiley,
is,
no.
Because you're saying that
now
he's
you're gonna
not
tell
black.
me what the topic is.
And I don't vote for people just because they're black. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you just said you can't. He never said he was black. Did someone ask him what he was black? Why would he just be like, I'm a black man?
Let's stay on that.
Listen. No, okay.
Because what I'm saying,
can I answer her?
It ain't nothing to answer. I made a statement. I didn't ask a question.
I'm asking her.
Go ahead,
I'm answering her.
What
I'm saying, if somebody doesn't have to declare they're black, we could just see they're black. They're catering to black people, right? Specifically, but then they won't do anything specifically for that people. You don't think that's kind of messed up, or you're just saying that it's okay to do that? So even if they're hold on, and another question, E, if let's just look, let's take out the presidency. If somebody tells you you have to do this, right? And that somebody, that boss, has been not a person that looks like you, right? The whole time. There is a narrative. We'll say a narrative. We'll not say whose narrative, but we'll say a narrative. There is a narrative that because there is a black man that's in there that gets to be the boss, that there should be some support with that black man just because he's black. Do you agree with that narrative? Or do you disagree? And why?
I think you should do it as the president of the United States. You're representing the entire United States. You're supposed to be doing what's in the best interest of the entire United States. It shouldn't just be one sector of people that you're focusing on or whatever. There might be things that one sector might need or whatever, and then you're doing that for them. But whatever you do should be something that's going to positively impact the entire
Americans.
U.S.
That didn't answer nothing the question that I said.
You shouldn't be just focusing on race.
Okay, but I didn't say anything about the presidency.
So she said no.
I didn't say anything about the presidency. No. How did she say no?
Because basically
you said no.
Because you said it
shouldn't a black president.
I didn't ask a yes or
no.
If I didn't ask you a yes or no question, how do you say no? What did I say was no? You're confusing what you think the question is. What is the question? What question did I ask you that's on camera that y'all can rewind? What's the initial question, and then she averted or diverted into what Y'all talking about?
Because you're voting. Listen.
You're saying a yes or no question.
right,
Where did yes or no come from? I didn't ask anything about yes or no. I said if a man.
You asked me what you
Can
said.
I repeat?
Keep talking.
Can I
repeat it? She's gonna tell you.
What you said.
Go ahead. Let her tell you.
Let her tell you.
Let her tell you.
You said take presidency out of it.
Yep.
You said if a person is a certain color, shouldn't they do stuff they should be doing things that's gonna help people with that color. Somebody tell you to do something.
I didn't say that.
Thinking about
you insinuated that. I didn't say that. You are saying something that I didn't say. Okay. You're making the insinuation. You're thinking that I think he wants me to say this. So this is what he said. No, E. What I said. Listen. Well, I'm telling you why. I'm telling you why. This has nothing to do with an opinion. What I asked you was if a man was a white man specifically, and he was in a position of power. Take presidency out of it. He was in position of power, right? Do you think it's fair to vote for a black man just because of his race?
And I said no, and you said it wasn't a yes or no question.
It wasn't a yes or no question.
That is, you said, do you think it's fair to vote for him based off his race? That's a yes or no. And then you said, and why? Listen,
it's not a yes or no question because you have to be qualified for what the fuck you do. So all right, let me give you an example. If I'm saying, all right, is it fair? Obviously it's not. Why? Why is it not fair? It's not fair because that's not a yes or no question. Because you have to explain why you think what you think. I don't want to just hear
yes or no and why. I didn't get to the why yet. Well, and I gave you a whole explanation and then you said it's not a yes or no question after I cut off the yes or no.
Cut off the yes or no.
He said I said no after the statement that I made. Mm-hmm. Then you said it's not a yes or no question. Because
that was no. You gave
it was
an explanation
no, but I'm saying
no.
This is why you said it's not a yes or no. But it is a yes or no.
I understood everything that you said.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I said you said no.
Yeah,
I'm listening to understand. I'm not listening to argue.
But we're not hearing why.
But I gave you.
She said why, bro.
Before, and then
why?
You said the answer
because
no.
It's supposed to be for the whole country. It's not supposed to be for just one group of people.
So the same thing. If it's not the president, the same thing. You shouldn't be just doing something only because of that. There should be other qualities or other criteria that you're considering when you're making this decision, not just the color of your skin.
That's why I'm getting confused because you keep on going back to the presidency. I'm saying take the presidency out of it.
I said take it out. Whatever the question you said, if he's the owner of a company and he's a white man or he's in a position of power, he's a white man. No, the answer is no. Okay. And I said because you should focus on all of the interests of the company, not just one sector.
Mm-hmm. So, based off of that, why do you think that people are still voting for Kamala if she is saying things like, if you don't vote for me, you're not black?
Because most people don't even watch the election or nothing, or don't even get into politics. They just vote because they're told they're supposed to do, and they just follow, or some people just do it they get everybody together and make sure they do it. And Democrat
it's emotionally driven.
Well, most black people are Democrat because that's what they were taught to be. And I learned now, when I was growing up, that's what I would do, just go along with whatever the family's doing. But as I got older and did my own research, my opinion, that you should look more into each party. It shouldn't just be, I'm automatically a Democrat no matter, or I'm automatically a Republican, or I'm automatically whatever. You should look at the views of each party and the policies that they're saying that they're gonna enforce and apply that to your life and what you think would be best for you if you're going to vote.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask both of y'all a question? And thank y'all for clearing that shit up because I was confused at first. But thank y'all for clearing that up, right?
But I voted because he was black. But go ahead.
Nah, I get you.
Yeah, I did too before, but I'm not doing that anymore because
that was my initial point from before. I felt like after you got the 4 years, after that, what do you know what I mean? Do you still vote because he's black, or you know what I'm saying? Do you want to?
I think I would always vote for a black person. I want to do it until we get it right. I think we failed when we didn't vote for Jesse Jackson.
Oh wow!
I think, I think we failed by not putting somebody that's been through some of the things that we've been through in life.
I mean, we might have saved his life,
and probably
we might have saved
probably are compassionate enough to not be so hateful towards the people that put us through these transgressions. You know what I mean?
You think Jesse Jackson describes that characteristic?
I don't think Jesse Jackson is gonna make slavery for white people. Like I don't think that's gonna happen. I think
that's not
he's
what
gonna
you
make.
said, though.
He's gonna make real equality, and that's what I said. What I'm saying, yes, I think Jesse Jackson will be somebody that's not going to try to lash them because they lashed us, or bring 400 years of punishment to them because we have 400
what
years
I'm saying is,
I don't think that's gonna happen.
What I'm saying is, do you believe that Jesse Jackson would run under Republican or Democrat? Because it's a difference in characteristics.
But I'm not focused on partisan.
That's why I'm asking you. I want to know why you think that the party doesn't matter. The opposition is going to matter because of
what I'm saying. Well, what I'm saying is, if we had, put it like this: if you have a Republican black president, you're definitely not going to get reparations, right? Because he's already self-made. He already probably making his own money.
That's the narrative,
right? Because that's the narrative, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. Because everything correlates. If you let me cook, it's gonna connect.
All right.
So a Republican black person that's a president, probably like Ben Carson or something, he's not gonna give you reparations. He's not gonna do that. That's not his agenda. That's not what he's for. So you have to look at the individual as a whole. And what I said is someone that has been through our struggles. Yes, Jesse Jackson has been through our struggles. Jesse Jackson was a part of the civil rights movement. He was one of the foremost supporters of Martin Luther King Jr. So yes, but not even that though. I'm talking about in terms of, because everybody's gonna want their day. I really don't want somebody that's just like trying to just be popular or trying to just be glamorous or whatever, the Nikki Barnes of the leaders. I don't want nothing like that. I want somebody that's gonna be a person that understands what we need. And we've been done wrong for so long that it's time that we restore some of our shit. Let us have that Black Wall Street. I think the best thing that they could have done was making gambling legal. You know what I mean? So that now people have the opportunity to actually, instead of you guys selling drugs or doing whatever, you guys can try to make money doing this. They made marijuana legal. Instead of you guys selling it and getting bagged for it, you can buy it wholesale, and then
now we have a college course that you can take, so you can give us some more money to learn about marijuana.
Right, you know what I mean?
But it's a Schedule I drug up there with heroin, so why would they want to teach you about that? Make it make
I'm
sense.
not even going down that rabbit hole, but I'm going down the rabbit hole of shit. They put us in a position to kind of drive us down a hole when they brought the drugs into the country in the first place,
right,
and put us all in jail. Now they're legalizing it later because we figured out how to make millions off of it. So they want to get our bag and try to figure out, how could I be like that? How could I be like this dude? Because we're hustlers, because we figure it out. We're intuitive, we're innovative, and our culture needs somebody that recognizes how important our culture is to not just American race, the human race as a whole. Like, we're so influential as people.
You really think that was Kabbalah?
I'm not saying nothing about her. I'm talking about what I'm talking about.
You know why I keep on asking this, Smiley?
Because you interested in her. She's not.
No. Not even. It's the psychology of.
But why?
The psychology. Of discernment in other people. It's like.
Bro, you can't figure me out, bro.
No. I'm not.
Like yo,
bro. It's not even about that.
Listen. You gotta let me cook. If I'm talking, just let me go.
Bro, it's not that.
Kamala, like, I'm talking about Jesse Jackson.
It's not
so
that.
So like you bringing her up has nothing to do with nothing.
It's not.
I already told you how I feel about her.
Check this
out. So it's not even. I'm not even fighting her anymore. That's not my beef. My beef is people's mentality
when you're
supporting your own people.
When you're making references to certain people,
I don't really think she's
listen.
Listen.
When you're making references to certain people, you make certain references to people that correlate with the same type of ideas or the same type of motives. So that's just how it works. Because the reason why I asked you about Jesse Jackson being a Democrat, he is a Democrat, and he was running under the Democratic Party. So at the end of the day, that's cool. That's cool. Let me tell you why it matters in general, right?
To you.
So in general,
you saying in general, it matters to you.
Let me tell you why it matters in general.
Just say
because now you have the agendas of the Democratic Party. There's not no black man in the Democratic Party that's just gonna run off of his own ideals. What Smiley is referring to is poppycock because he's saying it don't matter. He's saying it doesn't matter. I was talking though.
Well, if I'm finishing my statement to say something and you just go into a rant talking about that, you kind of like that's rude. I'm trying to say.
How am I going in a rant?
Can I say?
Bro,
hold on. Can I finish what I was saying?
Go ahead,
can I finish what I was saying? If a Republican,
we should be timed because there's no way
you're
gonna keep on going.
Let's be
and
timed.
Give me 1 minute. Forget my point.
1 minute. Put the timer on.
1 minute. We all. Matter of fact,
when you stop talking, I will.
Give him 1:30. Give him 1:30. We both get 1:30. No interruptions. Let me know when to stop. 1:30. That's fair.
I will only start when it's complete silence. And I'll offer the same respect, I promise.
Okay.
All right. So let me try to throw this into a bow, and I don't even need that whole minute and 30. If a black person is running for a president, I'm saying president. Take it however you want it. I'm saying president. If a black person is running for a president and he is a Republican, I want to know what his views are because I've already done that, just voting for a black person. But I said I want to do it until you get it right. If a black person that's not really for black people is running for president, because we had an opportunity with the person that was a representative of, I think, Florida or something like that, the black senator or whatever over there. We already had we already knew what it was going to be like with some of them that's running Republican and how they feel about certain things and certain views on stuff. Basically, you keep your nose clean, you don't get in trouble, you're good. You know what I mean? But if a Republican is running for a president, it doesn't matter. It's about his views. It doesn't matter about what party he's in. It matters about his views. So you have to really pay close attention to what that person is saying and what that person represents. I don't personally need reparations because I feel like I'm going to be rich. However, I would like it. You know what I mean? I feel like we deserve it. You know what I mean? But I'm speaking it into existence. But I'll finish it with this saying, if a person is Democrat, they're not necessarily not going to be a person that I'm voting for. And I'll leave it at that.
All right. My turn. Ready?
Go ahead.
Check this out. Discernment over characteristics over anything that a motherfucker say. Niggas lie every day. Niggas lie every fucking day. It matters that a fucking person, if you're gonna say a person like Jesse Jackson, we gotta talk about the parties, the affiliations, the people that he's around. Why? Because it matters the people who you're around or who you seen with. If you're a white male and you're hanging around a Ku Klux Klan member, guess what? They're gonna judge you as a racist because you're around that person publicly, especially if you're trying to run for presidency. There's a lot of sketchy ass fucking people just by characteristics that you see Jesse Jackson shaking hands with, taking money from God knows what else. You see what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, there's a video, y'all look this shit up, of Jesse Jackson bad mouthing fucking Obama when he won. He was trying to rip his balls out or some wild ass shit like that. This is the characteristics of the person that you vote for and that you think that he's gonna validate what the fuck he says just because he says it, and his Democratic Party and affiliates don't matter because he's trying to get reparations. Don't fall for the fucking okie doke. At the end of the day, realize characteristics and integrity and morality and all that shit count, because if it didn't, people wouldn't try to be good fucking people, period. Woo, I got that shit out. I got that shit out, god damn it. I'm gonna screen record that shit later, y'all.
All right. What do you gonna go, or you want me to rebuttal that?
Yeah, you could go.
All right. So let me take my time. I got 1 minute and 30 because it's gonna be quick.
Wait,
hold on. You gotta start again.
All right. So First of all, like I said before several times, politics is not an emotional thing. It's more of an intentional thing. You know what I mean? I care more about the intentions than I do about the person, about their morals and characteristics. Like I've seen some terrible things that what's his name has done. Our current commander in chief. So I'm not even gonna, and I support it. I'm supporting him. So I mean, so it is what it is to that regard. But the other thing, the main thing is that it doesn't matter. Again, I'm looking at the policies. I'm not judging somebody by their past. I'm judging them by their future and what they can do, what they can provide for me. How can they improve my quality of life? And if I see that this person is capable or has some capabilities of doing it, then I'll support that. But when we're looking at somebody that's going to represent all black people, again, I want somebody that is familiar with my struggle so they can resonate with what I've been through. And I'll stand on that firmly. I mean, and if that's Jesse Jackson, whatever. If that was Barack, then whatever. You know what I mean? But that's my holler in my plane there.
Yeah, I ain't even.
Go.
No, I'll go. Fuck it. I agree with that sentiment of what you're saying. Like, the only part I disagree with, what it doesn't matter. I think it not mattering is subjective to who it affects and how it affects them. Like, if you don't care, it doesn't matter. That's, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the American way. We're very selfish beings sometimes. And sometimes we don't care about what's going on across seas, and we just trying to figure it out here because we're under a lot of scrutiny here just for being a certain color or a certain shade or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? But I think that it matters more that we try to figure out how to come together, because we're at a time where it seems, I don't know if this is true, but it seems like the person in power, people don't want to be in power. So the power lies in the majority. So we don't need a government to vote if a certain amount of people all feel the same way. The problem is, if the people, all they want to do is complain about it or mope about it or cry about it or be defensive but not offensive, then they're, they just gonna keep complaining, and it's a vicious cycle. But I don't think people should just complain. I think you should do something about it. I think I posted something like that on my story. A little jingle.
I mean, I agree. I don't think people shouldn't just not care, and I don't think that's what I was getting at. I'm saying it doesn't matter. I think those were my actual words. It doesn't matter because, again, when it comes to the president and the vice president, that's dictated by the electoral college. So with that understood, the popular vote is considered by the people that's actually going to vote for those representatives. But it doesn't matter what you think or what I think. However, we can have our views. We can say that, you know what, I don't agree, or I do agree, or whatever the case may be. Those can be opinions, because we really don't know these people that well as we think we do. We're just going off of what we've heard, what we've seen, what they put out, and some of the examples of how they live their life, whether they have a family or not. We're judging them based off of things that they might have that we don't have, or things that they do have that we don't have. So when you're looking at it that way, you're just going in there blindly unless you're actually paying attention to the actual policies. You're actually listening to their rallies. You actually understand the people that they have that are backing them, the people that they have that are supporting them, that are around them. And then you can see, okay, maybe this person's changed. Maybe this person isn't that person, and give them a chance. That's on you. instrumental. I think.
Yeah. Tell me something.
Go
You're-
to the island. But yeah, man. It's issue. If you have anything to say. Or we could
Let's
go
talk
to
about
another
something
topic.
else.
Yeah, because everybody knows. I mean, what's done is done.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
you missed. That's the new
You
the new
missed.
line. You missed. Shit. Let's talk about Elon Musk and him talking about
All that wild shit.
all the wild shit that he want to do.
He's
Like,
about to do some wild shit. Like, I know I said this shit before, but I don't know if I trust that guy all the way, bro. I really think he's trying to turn us into non-humans.
so Elon to you is definitely fucking Lex Luthor.
I told you. I tried to tell you, bro.
No, I'm asking a question.
Yes.
Yes.
They're already
100%.
putting chips in people in some
That's
countries.
what I'm saying. This shit
to
is
work,
crazy.
Like, to scan
And that's what they're
pocket.
telling us. Imagine what they're not telling us. You see what I'm saying?
Do you think his hand is being pushed? Because if his hand is being pushed, that's not.
I
Lex
think
Luthor.
I think he knew exactly what he was doing before he did. I think he's very smart. He calculated all of this shit. I just think that he works with the same people that we was talking about the dude from the video works with, or used to work with, whatever the situation is, or he's around those circles. It's like he can't just do everything that he want to do. He could do mad shit probably, but he can't just do that shit. Even all that money, it don't matter, nigga. They'll take out you or your whole if you not getting down and laying down.
And if you lay down, you're gonna stay there.
Bro, shit.
It's always.
If he was really with us, he would have ended up like Tesla.
I think what I've learned.
The real Tesla. Nikola Tesla.
Everybody got something that's like hidden that they don't really want to get out.
Yeah, but think about him. Like hiding some shit, nigga. From us.
I
from
think
the
he
world.
could.
No, I'm saying he does, but think
He
about
probably got shit on the moon.
think about the
Man,
magnitude.
nigga, you ain't never gonna buy this shit out,
That's what
nigga,
I'm
unless
saying,
you go
like,
to the moon.
we ain't
nigga.
never- and nobody
he
going
had
to
an
the moon.
opportunity to go to the moon.
Yeah.
This nigga got like trips to the moon and shit, like vacation
Bro,
packages.
He's
and
gonna
shit.
make it normal and
He
shit.
got a lockbox in space.
Yeah.
He's gonna make it normal and shit. But I think our concept of space is gonna have to like change and shit. Cause I don't think it's like how they tell us.
What do you think? What do you think it is? Let's go deep with this.
Well, you said go deep, and that's really what it is. I
do
think
you
it's
think?
underwater.
I think
that
space
shit
is underwater.
I think
you think
space
up
is
is really underwater.
Yeah, ain't no fucking up.
So once we get to a point,
Mhm.
we go through like a bubble. Cause we've never traveled there.
You know who said it?
So you're saying
You know who said it, bro? Bill Nye the Science Guy said.
he never said that.
Listen to what I'm saying. That I'm quoting from Bill Nye the
He
Science Guy.
believes in planets and
Listen
shit,
to
though.
what I'm saying.
He's not a flat earther.
Listen. I'm not saying flat Earth. I'm not saying
Okay.
none of that. I'm saying Bill Nye the Science Guy said Earth is a closed system. Nobody comes in. Nobody gets out. It's closed. That's facts. He wouldn't say that shit if we could be in fucking to the moon and to the no, nigga, we're not going.
But that's
too
because
far
of air
out
pressure,
there.
right? In the atmosphere.
But that could be water
Hemisphere.
pressure. How do we know what the fuck it is?
Could be.
And anytime
we've never gone that high.
and
Right?
anytime you see stars in the sky twinkling, it looked like it's in water.
But it's just crazy. Like I've been underwater and I've been, we're here, so I don't feel like this is water. But then I'm like, if I'm covered with water,
It's like Bikini Bottom.
how would
That's real.
I be able to breathe? Am I in a snow globe? Like what you're saying, is deeper than rap. And like some people probably would be like, man, this motherfucker's saying anything.
Check it out, because with the right essentials,
what
you'll be able to breathe.
It's really some high shit.
If you think about it,
really, when you think about it, like what you're saying is possible.
Not even
We
possible,
don't know
though.
what's beyond this. Only what we see. We don't know what's beyond what we see, but we can speculate And that's the good thing about asking somebody what they think about it. I can't say you're wrong. That's what you think. That's what you think. I respect it. All I'm saying is that with the logic, we go back to that. If we're going off of what we've learned, and I don't know everything, even though I'm a Leo, I don't know everything. I will definitely say that there's limitations to what people know, but I think that some people that know more than what we know, they share it. They share that information with us. So we know a pretty far extent of what our capabilities are and what we do know. I don't think everything is a farce. I don't think everything is made up, but I think that there is some limitations on what they give us because they want to limit mass hysteria. But I think that there's planets. I think there's outer space. I think if you go up too high, I think you lose your breath, because I skydived before and I know what it feels like. Some of the experiences that I've had in life have led me to believe that, yes, there is more than this. Like, yeah, it could be an illusion. But shit, I've used devices like telescopes and shit like that. So like, for me to see beyond, and that just makes me question everything that I think as a logical person. I'm not really a spiritual person or whatever, like, you know what I mean? So that makes me question myself, you know what I mean? And I try to be very decisive. So there's things that I'll consider, but I need facts. I need evidence. I can't just go off of faith blindly like a lot of people. And that's what pushes me to be as ambitious and driven as I am, because I can't limit myself to just this. I can't think that this is the farthest I can go. I gotta push myself to go even farther.
Isn't that God energy?
You could say that. But that's your belief.
It's not okay.
It is. It is.
No, that is my
because you're
belief.
saying, isn't that God energy?
I'm saying, would you?
I don't think that way. So no, I wouldn't agree with that.
Is that the spirit of creation?
I don't know. I would honestly concede to I don't know, because I don't entertain that, because that, like everything else outside of you being productive, to me is a distraction. I look at it as a distraction because you limit yourself.
But that's why I said the spirit of creation.
But see, that's when you say spirits, that goes into spiritual.
So what do you think is a spirit?
What do I think is a spirit?
How do you define spirit?
Merriam-Webster wise,
is it a feeling? Is it?
No, like when you say spirit, what a spirit is, yeah. Okay, it could be a noun. It could be a people, place, thing. I'm saying when someone says spirit to me, I'm thinking of maybe something that's an inanimate object, or something that's a consciousness state.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't really think it's actually something tangent. Like when they say, like, you know, the spirit moved me to do something or whatever, I think that you just moved yourself to do that, and you're using that as an excuse. A lot of people try to escape through religion or spirituality or whatever, but not really holding themselves accountable for the actions that they've made. God give me patience. God give me strength. You give yourself patience and strength. You know, I want people to be faithful and believe in things, but I think it's kind of used as a crutch in a lot of situations, and we try to use it as a way to say, you know, I was just weak at that point, you know, and I pray every day that I can have the strength to be able to do something. Bro, take accountability that you're a fuck up and get your shit together, because I have to do it. I have to kick myself in the ass and be like, yo, get the fuck up, do what the fuck you gotta do. I don't want to get up and go to work every fucking day, but I do it. And I don't say it's because, you know, I don't do it because I have to think about the good and the bad with it if I have to entertain that, right? I have to think about, this person takes people from me that I really care about. How could I really glorify someone like that? You know what I mean? Glorify someone to allow babies, and glorify someone that allows these things to happen. If I'm gonna really think of the spiritual or the religious aspect of it, that this is like, okay, he's leaving us to our devices, and we can't take care of ourselves. We're doing a fucking terrible job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Save us. And then they say, okay, he will at some point. But the people that didn't believe, or people that didn't redeem, or people that didn't do,
you only save your spirit.
Right.
Can I ask y'all?
Right.
Can I ask y'all?
And we don't even know if that's true.
And you're building connections off of faith.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Okay, so let's say hypothetically, it gets to the point where it's either you have to be a part of technology to survive, or allegedly the earth is blowing up. What side would you decide to be on, and why?
You said the earth is blowing up.
The earth is blowing up. Elon Musk got the fucking spaceship, and he's saying, hey, either come with me and get the Neuralink, or stay here and die on Earth. What are y'all doing? Why?
All right, I'll answer first.
They're gonna have to unalive me if they want me to get a chip.
She said early. She said it early. Talk that shit, E.
I have to consider now if I'm gonna answer this question. I'm gonna be logical with it. So I have to consider several variables. If we're just talking about me right now, whatever, you know what I mean, and the earth is gonna blow up, well, let's just say I'm not ready to die. You know what I mean? I'm not ready to die. And I want to convince other people to try to live. The people that I can convince, fuck it, I'll continue life with them, so I won't be by myself. We're not gonna be
sure
here.
You ain't gonna be the only one in that.
Right. But people that you know that
you're not gonna see a lot of
need
people
to be there.
Yeah, you're right. Like he just said, she said. Fuck
right, and that's fine. But I'm saying I have to think about if I had children, if I thought about that part. But if we're just gonna talk about just us right now, I'm not ready to die right now. You know what I mean? You know, but the COVID, but the COVID needed. I mean,
robots that make sure you ain't get nowhere up that shit unless you.
If you could figure something out, to get by something,
I'm pretty sure
won't
they would
you?
try. They would try.
You know what I mean? When you
try,
right?
There's a way.
There's gonna be somebody that's gonna try it.
You might get vaporized.
They had to fake. You know what I'm saying? Try to run away.
Oh.
They had to fake vid.
Like
they had to fake
Final
vid cards, yo.
Remember that boy ran outside and the thing dropped down on him and he was just liquid.
Yeah.
Just
turned into Ivan's ooze.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, the same government that people hate, that people talk shit about, is crazy. There's people that are controlling shit right now. The same people that you talk so heavily about, they actually give you things. You know what I mean? People fucking...
You think they give us things in our best interest?
They give you things because they know that it's going to benefit them. Yeah. I don't think they just give it to you just because. But
doctors' calls, fucking hospitals,
so they have
insurance.
So they have to be considerate of those allocations, right? Like how you moving this money around. Like I have to move this money around to kind of fit what's gonna fit our narrative, help whatever we want.
Just to take it get it right back, because when you go to the doctor, you still gotta pay a portion.
Yeah, it's crazy. You never really have money for yourself, so you just use what you have to enjoy life while you here.
That's just
doing the little shit.
Unless you achieve, 6 figures. And then once you get 6 figures, your whole problems is different, because now you got bigger problems. Yeah, you gotta maintain the 6 figures.
And you gotta be good.
And how do you keep that money?
You gotta maintain your social life.
Me and my boy talk about this all the time.
Living check to check.
We talk about this all the time.
You still can live beyond your means if you're making 6 figures.
100%.
When motherfuckers be winning the lottery, they be broke. How they win the lottery?
But you know what's crazy? A lot of
because
people,
they don't know how to flip their bread and continue to make money off of their money.
Yeah,
they never experienced that before, so they live it lavishly. They buy the big house, buy the car, buy all of this.
Yeah, you got experience.
You gotta build. If you get a big bag, you gotta use that big bag to build a conglomerate. That's the only thing I would say. I mean, and just hope that it don't crash.
I'm gonna hold you to that, bro. Because if I, when I get to a certain number, my nigga, I'm gonna invest in that idea and see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, anything. You could open up a chain of shopping marts, food chains. It could be
insurance.
It could be a small idea, yo. But it's things that people always gonna need. It's something that
why we
make a bag off of it.
Because already in people's minds, it's like, nah, I ain't
don't have
no
black owned.
I ain't gonna get there. I don't see that. But nigga, if you keep thinking
people
if you
become successful over recreating the will all the time.
Real shit.
Everybody recreates the will.
I'm just saying our people specifically.
What is rap?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Our people specifically, we're good at that. Like,
we just gotta support each other. I think that's where we fell. That's what everybody talk about all the time, how all the different cultures support each other, but black people can't even get together and vote on the same person.
But you know what that is?
Even if we don't agree with it, we can't agree on something.
Bro, you know why that is? It's because of the environment we were put in. Not we moved to out of our own free will. We're put in an environment.
But we gotta break that. That's what I'm saying. That's the accountability right there.
Yes, you're right. But what I'm saying is, it's easier to break it once everybody's on the same page.
Stop waiting for people, man.
It's not even that. It's not even that.
It's not even. You wait for everybody to get.
It's not even that. It's not even that. You know what it is?
Some people gonna have to catch on.
It's not even that. It's not. You know what it is?
And they be pulling other people down.
It's logic, Smiley. It's logic. It's like, yo, if I get up, right? If I finally made it and I got to this success in this country, I'm talking about in America. If I get up and I got my bread up, I know I can only help a select few of people, because if I help too many of people,
Donald Trump.
Hold on. That Donald Trump is a white man. I'm talking about black people specifically.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
We're talking about black problems,
Cause what you was just talking about. Cause you was just talking about, you was talking about, like,
Smiley.
you could make it from
Smiley.
He made it from the mud.
Smiley.
He became the president.
Smiley.
But he's white. He's a white man.
I'm literally telling you why black people won't ever come together. It's a plot against that. You see what I'm saying? When the FBI started saying, yo, we view the Black Panthers as a terrorist group, that should make you think they weren't doing crimes. They weren't out there fucking with people. They were really helping the community and doing things. Right. So there's examples of people that trying to make a difference, succeeding, and then getting off by the people that run the government.
We're afraid to protect each other. It's not even afraid. It's just not that.
It's logic. I'm not gonna come together because I risk my life and my people's life, the people around me life. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You can't save everybody. No, because it's never gonna happen.
That's not how they felt.
Bro, it don't matter how they felt.
To take over
It really don't matter how they felt.
They did that for us.
Bro,
so
it don't
do that for them.
It don't matter how they felt, because they're not here to defend themselves. So then
we're just doomed to just be complacent and just follow that.
Not doomed. You know,
people are gonna change.
Listen.
People are gonna change.
Listen.
You're gonna have to change.
You're right.
Your own.
You're right, and I agree with that.
And have other people follow you.
But
they're gonna have to watch you be successful and want to be like you.
Bro,
how can I be like the minister?
Check this
out. How can I be like LeBron?
Look,
how can I be like Michael Jackson? How can I be like Ben Carson? How can I be like Barack? How can I do that? I need something to follow.
Bro,
that's what they need.
Bro, but I understand what you're saying.
And if you don't do it, they're not going to have anything to follow. You're going to be waiting for them to support you
saying, bro.
When you just support yourself and push yourself to try to get there, whatever it takes, however long it takes.
Bro, it's just like I said, it's logic. Why would you put yourself in that position when you know you're going to die or
you don't know that?
Yes, you do.
See,
Smiley,
you're condemning yourself before you even start. You're doing that.
Smiley,
you're doing that to yourself.
Listen. Listen to the question.
Productive.
Listen to the question that I'm asking you, Smiley. Who in the history of USA, right? What black men that you know wasn't affiliated with any type of political anything, right? Was just trying to help the people and didn't have no type of problems or from the US. Who? There's nobody. You can't name nobody. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you think.
But they still did it.
Who did it?
Jesse Jackson.
That is not.
Al Sharpton.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Minister Farrakhan.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Jesse Jackson, for real. What Jesse Jackson do for black people, bro? He gave us hope. Jesse Jackson. I'm not talking about hope. I'm talking about tangible shit, my nigga. Tangible changes. Changes
you
that
talk
you
about
see.
faith and believing stuff that you don't see. So
I didn't.
Why not?
That was an old conversation. I'm saying this conversation. There is no black powerful man that we can say, okay, we look up to. That's not playing ball. That's not fucking in the political game.
It depends on where you look.
That's not depend. I'm talking about America. I'm talking about America, bro.
Look up to. But
I'm talking about America, bro.
Waiting for somebody to do something that you're gonna do.
I'm not waiting for shit.
No, but I'm saying if a person
nobody's waiting, Smiley. That's my point.
They either waiting or
nobody's
they're afraid.
waiting. They're definitely afraid. I can
right.
agree with that. They're definitely afraid. But it's
do something about it. Don't be afraid.
But bro, it's not.
Don't be afraid.
Bro, it's not the rich people that are afraid. I want to make that clear. It's the poor people that's afraid because the poor people are easily misled. They need to
get together even.
The rich people know it's stupid. Why would I risk my life for these niggas? They're not going to
because they're already in a good position.
Exactly, and that's not in a good position. And that's why black people won't get together.
We're not even.
When you get to a good position, you're in your good position by yourself, or you have a small circle. You don't have a big position. Because it's logical. Even as a person, you don't want a big circle. You was just saying that today. You want a small circle.
Right.
Why? Because the smaller the circle is, it's easier.
Well, that's because of the environment.
It's easier. It's the same thing, bro.
That's what I was referring to. But
it's the same thing. That's what I'm saying. It's the same fucking. The bigger your circle is, the more bullshit you're gonna deal with. The smaller your circle is, you can see clearer.
You wanna understand.
It just make more sense
that there's going to be conflicts if you're trying to build a power struggle. It's always going to be that. And I think that being afraid to try to make a change is the problem that a lot of us have. We don't want to make whatever sacrifices we need to make sometimes to see the greater good. We don't see the forest beyond the trees. You know what I mean? That's the problem. Let me finish. That's the problem with us. So once we start to do that individually, we'll start to get stronger as a unit. And yeah, I did say, keep our circle smaller. Because, I mean, if you keep your circle small, then it's easier to control that group.
And you can't.
Because you have a group of people that can start up and branch out. Everybody can do their thing under that group. And they can branch out and create other smaller groups from their one group. And then come together and form like Voltron. You understand what I'm saying? But it's gotta start with people actually taking action and not just saying, well, you know what, I'm afraid. Yeah, some people are gonna be afraid. Are you afraid? If you're not afraid, then you gotta make your move. And I'll make my move, but everybody gotta make their move.
Where y'all look at? Wow.
That's why absolutely. Absolutely. But we can't fear being a martyr. It's so many of us, and if we're all on the same page, and we all know that we're gonna protect, we know that we're gonna protect each other's families. We know that we're with people that we can trust. We don't have the villages anymore. We used to have the village.
Who is that specifically?
FBA. We used to have the village, but we don't have the villages anymore.
And who took away the village?
The government broke us apart.
So now
that we recognize that this happened, and now we do have people that can have an opportunity to build those families, then we need to do it. We need to strengthen what we have right now and try to build off of that, because our kids are going to grow and they're going to see the values that we started. They're either going to try to continue those values or they're going to do something different. But if we stand firm on what we believe in, then we can overcome that. But a lot of times people are just afraid. They're just afraid, or my boy always say lazy. I just be like, yo, it's not that they're lazy. They get discouraged because of the way that things are. You know, we're the reason that we're dying in our communities. Let's not overlook that. You know what I mean? We're doing this to ourselves.
Can I say something positive about you know, people of color? Like, because a lot of times it's like we don't hear enough of like good shit. So
that's bullshit.
Hold on. Can I speak? So at the end of the day, it's like, especially as black men, like the way we interact with our women, it's like we're the most simplest, easiest to figure out. Like the problem with us is like we get distracted because, you know, women look beautiful and shit. So you start looking around and, you know what I'm saying? But that's here nor there. What the point that I was trying to make is like sometimes you gotta like stop and smell the roses almost. Like you have to really, you're athletic, you're smart, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta really big yourself up because this world is really trying to dog us. And even on this fucking podcast, we're sitting here about to cream ourselves and what we need to do and all this. Well, yeah, pause. That was out of character. That was out of character. I'm sorry. We're basically putting ourselves in a predicament where it's like we don't give each other enough credit at the shit that we overcome to be at a certain point. Like my boy's a supervisor at his job. He got fucking he got his businesses and shit. He got like more than 2. Bro, like he's up there doing things. It's like, yo, it's getting money, is doing paint. Y'all go support paint. Look at Kings. Nigga got music. We charting this shit. Arson, you know what I mean? And he rap with me. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, there's a lot of shit that we do and then we don't get the hype behind the people behind us saying like, yo, keep going, keep doing that shit. I like shit like that. And then you fall into the routine of the norm.
That's what he said to Charlamagne. He's like, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Oh, that's crazy. Wait.
Wow.
Where did that come from?
He said, I like to see good, you know, saying go on, keep going.
Yeah, motivation, not scrambling and scraping. That's 2 different things. Scrambling and scraping sounds crazy. I know I slipped up before, but that was wild.
That's what Diddy said to Nori on Drink Champ.
Diddy said a lot of wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Diddy gonna be in jail for a while. I ain't gonna hold you.
His kids just called him and told him happy.
Oh yeah, it was
his birthday and shit. Yeah. How y'all feel about that?
Him having a birthday?
Nah, not even that. Just him being in jail and like, you know what I'm saying?
It's just crazy. Like
those people.
I don't look at Diddy as the way everybody else looks at Diddy.
Do you think he assaulted any of the kids?
I look at Diddy.
Of his kids?
I look at Diddy as a black man.
You say yeah.
I don't know.
I look at Diddy as a father.
Do you believe the book?
I look at Diddy as a person
I believe that.
that been through some wild trauma in his life, and somehow through all of that,
I think she did.
He managed to get to a certain point in life.
They would sue her. They shoot the shit out.
I'm not condoning any of the negative shit that he did, but I know that nobody's perfect, and I know that every single person that's made a certain amount of money in these areas or whatever, they had to really do some ugly shit in their life. And I feel like the price that you pay for that shit is dear. Are you ready to pay that price? Is it that important? I always tell people all the time, the money is not really the biggest thing for me. The biggest thing for me is really to be
for success.
Is really to be able to
for money,
but not
bro.
just
That's
not success
crazy,
because success can be looked at many different ways. I don't think the money is just a success, but that's an achievement.
I think
right?
people are willing
so you get
to
to a certain
more
point
for less. Bro.
when you get to a certain point when you have a certain amount of money, but when you surpass goals, you hit milestones. That's when it becomes something that's like great. You know what I mean? Like just making the money one time or doing it, just selling your soul to make some money or some shit like that. When you actually put in actual work, actual effort, and it all came from you, it's something to be said about that. That's even more than having to worry about, oh, you gotta go give somebody a BJ pause in order to make it to the top of the fucking charts or some shit like that. Like that's crazy. Never, you know what I mean? Like it's not that important to me. The money is not important because I know how to hustle. Because I know how to hustle, I don't really want to have to kill myself to do all these things, but I want to keep in mind that I always have to work. I always have to be active. So whether I'm working a 9 to 5 or I'm running my own business, I'm going to be making sure that I'm doing what I need to do because I know what I had to do. I know how to figure this shit out to get it started and how to continue doing it. But you want to progress, you want to scale, you want to do all that other shit. And sometimes you got to tell people no. And I'm not talking about industry people, but I'm talking about people, customers or whatever. If you're doing business or you're trying to make mad money or whatever, you gotta turn down offers. Sometimes offers are really great offers. And you gotta turn it down because what it means to take this offer. You know what I mean? Like I'm not selling my soul for nobody. Like
that shit.
You know what I mean? So
I feel you. I feel like the young people don't have those values, and they say, well, fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm broke, so I'll do anything to not be broke.
Like Lil Kim.
But I'm still doing anything to not be broke, but I'm just not selling my soul. You feel me?
You're not willing to do everything.
Like,
no, I'm doing anything to not be broke, meaning I'm making money. I'm doing shit
That's
to
not
make
anything.
money.
You just doing shit to make money.
Well,
anything is, I'm willing to do whatever.
But
I'm
saying
I'm
not gonna be complacent. Yeah. I'm not gonna be on the street. I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm not gonna just be at the gas station panhandling. But I know how to make money. So that's what I'm saying. Right now I have a job.
I feel like that's desperate. Like
but
if you, especially if you're a man,
times get crazy.
Yeah,
you gotta
do
what you gotta do, but you gotta figure out how to move.
You will never throw out to the young men out there.
I'm just not gonna sell my soul.
To the young us out there, all money ain't good money. Just remember that. And if it, you know what I mean, could jeopardize the safety of your family and your friends, you got to think twice about it in general. You see what I'm saying? So just be careful out there. There's a lot of money to be made, but as soon as you're making it, all eyes is on you. And there's going to be a lot of fake friends and a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like Smiley was saying, keep your motherfucking circle small because a lot of people, it's the circle that'll hurt you. It's the circle that'll hurt you. So just be in mind with that and y'all should be straight. Shout out to Wedding Cake. This shit is good.
Like Lil Kim said, it just sucked to get to the top. I put 100% in every line I drop.
Say that again, E.
She said, I'm a leader. Y'all on some following shit. Coming in this game on some modeling shit. Yeah. It just talked it just sucked just to get to the top. I put 100% in every line I drop.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, even though I think she sold her soul.
You think she did?
But you look at her image. She's doing the exact opposite, or it appears like she's doing the opposite of what she's saying. Like maybe you are a leader in some aspects, but coming in, bitches suck cock to get to the drop, to suck cock to get to the top. Like you
she was doing that
alleged you was on some whole shit, or you had a contract to be messing with Biggie to get distracted. Well, no, they said that about Faith, but I think she was doing some stuff too. She was just a freak anyway. Yeah, but you said, I bet you she done slept with somebody to do it though. She's saying that, but I don't believe that coming from her. I'm saying, like, I agree with the message, but is you really following that? Do you think she ain't never?
Do I think Lil Kim got a little nasty back in the day? Hell yeah, there's Lil Kim hardcore. Of course she did. If you
But
saw
then
it.
some of them make that type of music, and then they say they don't even do the stuff that they say.
Yeah,
Just
some-
like the
yeah.
gangster music, it be people that don't really live that life, and there are women that make nasty music and say nasty or whatever, and then they ask them, and allegedly, well, this is what they said. Like, no, I'm not even nasty like that. Like, I never. The thing that you would think they do, or they talk about swallowing or something, and they say, oh no, I don't even let nobody. Like, so it's like everybody just be making up shit. You never know who's telling the truth unless you actually see it with your own
When I be
eyes.
hearing girls say like, "Oh, I ain't never do that," I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." Especially
they
if you
gotta start somewhere.
Yeah,
Maybe at
yeah.
some point
Maybe
it
you
is
don't
true.
like doing it
Some
no
girls
more
are,
or whatever.
prudes, but
yeah, some
they'll
of them are.
find a guy
But
that might get them out of
exactly,
that.
they
But
like that
maybe
guy.
At one
Right.
point,
That one time they meet
were
that
not
guy.
doing it.
They meet that guy one time.
Because I think all women think that that's not just like guys probably think eating viscous innards is nasty.
Yeah, when I was a
until
kid,
they do it,
when
like,
I was a
and
kid,
then,
I was like, yo, that's disgusting. Never doing that.
and even some,
Kids are smarter.
and
than
even
adults these
and
days,
your
you know?
culture,
Oh,
you
right,
can't
right.
do that. You can't.
Well, it's
do
not.
It's not that you can't. It's
not
just gay.
It's not.
How is that gay?
Because you're sucking a woman's cock.
You're not sucking.
The clit is a woman's cock
Gay
to a gay man.
Gay is crazy though. Like
You're
That's
not
what that.
sucking.
giving
Listen.
giving a woman cunnilingus.
The
is
anatomy,
nothing wrong with that.
anatomy of a clitoris is the anatomy of a penis in the Rasta culture. I'm just telling you what I
in
look.
biology. Yes, that's true. It's just inside, but it's still a woman, so it's not the same.
I hear you. I hear what you're saying, but I'm just saying.
But you did it before, though, right?
I'm not saying I didn't.
All right, so then you know you saying that's gay, then you did it.
I'm
so
saying, listen, I'm saying to a Rasta, yes, that will be looked upon as some suspect shit. Like, oh, you just out here eating pussy and shit. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I gotta clear it up for my Rastas. I don't do it to every fucking, you know what I mean, female on the street. I gotta really love her and feel like, you know what I'm saying, she did a lot for me to you know what I mean, interact in that shit.
Yeah. You don't do
that to no.
I think I talked to every girl I ever ate out.
Like
we don't we don't smash or anything, but
I can
call her.
Don't do it. I ain't even shunning
niggas.
I ain't even shunning niggas that don't do it. I'm just letting shorties know I'm versatile.
And I think that's solid. I think that's solid that I can. First of all, we're not going past fingers and shit. You know what I mean? My shit is on one hand. You know what I mean? And I could call each of those people. And you know what I mean? So anyway. Oh wait, maybe not one of them. She got married though. She's with him. Yeah, she's about to get married and shit. Shout out to her. But yeah.
Well, there's nothing wrong.
Doing that to everybody.
There's nothing wrong
That's
with
nasty
a little
shit.
cunnilingus, guys. So
Yeah,
don't
I'm not
be
saying
afraid.
anything's wrong with it.
gotta
I'm just saying.
First of all, you gotta know the shorty that you doing that to, cause you gotta know her hygiene. You don't just do that on the first joint. Like if a chick do that to a dude, if a chick just roll up on you the first time and do that to you, then you look at that different. Then you running up on the chick and you doing that first time that you meet a chick. Some dudes is nasty like that though. But
yeah, I've heard stories.
Yeah, some dudes is nasty
niggas
like
that just had to come in for the head and it'd be out. Like this shit crazy.
Some dudes nasty.
Matter of fact, there was this dude in my college days. I went my 1 year of college, but fucking, I went to the University of Bridgeport and shit, and then we was in this it was in this fucking apartment building and shit. It was called Bodine. And fucking, we all went down because the floors are like men, females, men, you know what I mean, women. So we go down to the women's level of shit. And our boy, he was sitting there he was giving fellatio to a young lady and shit. And she got her climax.
Fellatio is for men.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I think it was. But anyway, she was fucking getting
Cunnilingus.
Yeah, she was getting some sweet chin music. She splashed off.
It's crazy.
She splashed.
What wrestler was that?
HBK, Heartbreak Kid. Shawn Michaels.
Oh yeah.
Damn, what was I saying? Oh yeah, she splashed off on that nigga. You know what I mean? He got up. He was like, "Oh, so you gonna let me?" He was like, "Nah, I think I'm good."
That's crazy.
Zipped up her pants and walked out of her own.
I never heard of nothing like that.
Zipped
she must
up.
really not like that nigga.
No,
cause like
yes, she do. You ain't hear what is that song? Don't play with it. Don't play with it. What did Billy B said? I forgot.
That's grimy. You do that, yo. If you make a chick finish on you,
splashed on her,
and she don't want to do nothing, that means she really hates your guts.
I got splashed on one time.
She just really used you, bro.
I was traumatized.
She dead used you.
No, not like
no,
that.
I'm not saying with you. I'm saying that type of situation. That chick just straight used you, bro.
That shit was crazy.
Oh, that was she said. He's so sweet.
She know damn well I ain't know what I was doing.
Then I kick him out right after.
Oh, that's who Remy said that.
No, Billy B on Don't Play With It, Don't Play With It.
Oh,
the second verse.
Yo, everybody, if you vote for Trump, like this.
They said, well, no. Somebody said watching Biden was painful.
It was, wasn't it? Listen, like I like to all the people that really like is so anti-Trump, this, that, whatever, you gotta understand, like, yo, we really was declining, bro. How Chicago niggas like, yo, we need somebody to take back over our city, the gangsters. You know what I mean? They was really talking crazy, like, yo, like what are we gonna do about these people coming into our hood?
Can I ask the Democrats something? Did Kamala thank y'all for all of the support?
Yeah, she did.
She did?
She made a concession speech.
She did? And they all do that.
She made a concession speech.
Doesn't mean that they really feel thankful.
See, I be on it. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, like, yeah, she did it.
How was
it? I didn't really watch it.
Kamala don't be saying nothing.
She was very sincere. You know,
it was sincere and it was long. Kamala?
They be like, how are you gonna how you gonna help us, for example, how you gonna help us build the wall? Because we're gonna do everything that we gotta do to build the wall. Like, you're not telling me nothing, you just repeated what I said.
That's what I'm trying to say, E. That's why I'm like, yo, it comes down to people's like
She definitely thanked everybody for their support and shit, but
like
even still, like, who cares? Like, if she did though,
they all do that though.
She was a good sport about the whole shit. You know what I mean? Give her that. She had no choice.
He already been shot at twice allegedly.
Yeah,
I think that was a ruse just to get
3
more
times.
votes.
Nah, I think they really try to get his ass out of there. It's just they had to go for the insane, like.
It's crazy that they did that though. Like, yo, people are bold as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, those are things like in history, like us growing up, like that shit we learned in history class. Like, this only happens in a blue fucking moon. They try to come at a president.
And don't lie, I feel like they only succeed with help.
It's because
they know what to write in his story, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? They know what to write. They know who's gonna get off. They know who's not gonna make it. They know who's has no chance. Remember, Malcolm X was just talking about him and how the bullets.
And that was an inside
exactly the trajectory from the bullets came from down. It wasn't coming from up.
The crazy thing about that is that it was his own people. It be the niggas you
allegedly. They said it was the Muslims say it was the CIA.
Come on, man.
And I can't believe it. Like I said,
because they trying to spin that against the nation.
Yeah, exactly.
But they was at a
And that's what I mean about divide and conquer, bro. They had history in doing this whenever niggas
They turn us against each other. What they doing right now?
Bro.
Who cares? I said, who cares? That's why I've been saying, who gives a fuck about whether you voted for her or you voted for him? I'm telling everybody, I voted for her. But I knew Trump was gonna win. You know what I mean? So like at the end of the day, it was like.
How did you know Trump was gonna win?
I knew Trump was gonna win because one, a lot of people that really had say in shit had already had an opinion that she's not really, not even endorsed him. She doesn't really offer much, and people had said that. Even when on ABC when they was talking about the debate that Kamala and Trump had. When they was talking about that, they was like, "Yo, she had really rehearsed her shit. She had her shit. She was on point." However, Trump was just comfortable. He knew like he didn't do great. He didn't do bad. He just did Trump. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, if they have another debate, he'll be more prepared. They said he wasn't even prepared. He just went up there and just, you know what I mean? He just spoke off the cuff, and they could tell that he was speaking off the cuff. She was rehearsed. You know what I mean? And
I know
he
this
danced.
is my baby mother's father.
And that's crazy.
I'm like, what the fuck?
He looked like
Who is he?
He's just some random horrible that
He's
be
like
on one of them
T-Pain on hormone pills or some shit.
That's hilarious.
Shout out to T-Pain. But yo, like at the end of the day, you can't really battle each other because of who they voted for. Because none of these people are for us, which is why I'm talking about we need to unify as a people. And I'm the first person to sit here and defend it. I tell you, I got bros that's entrepreneurs. And not entrepreneurs like, yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. No, they actually have business. My boy has a mobile window tinting business. If you look in our past videos, I posted videos, a tutorial on how to get started, how to do this business yourself, how soon you can start making money, and possibly from that type of business being able to make a 6-figure income every year just off of doing that. You know what I mean? This is a regular person. This ain't no YouTube dude, but he getting involved in that. He trying to get me to get into it, but he just a regular dude that just like he always been a worker, and he vowed in his early 20s that he would never work for a company again, and he did.
Talk that shit.
You know what I mean? And he made his own money. He was able to relocate, support himself and his family. You know what I mean? He's somebody that I can say a lot of good things about.
And look how hard it is for him to bring all his brethren with him, because they don't.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck.
They don't.
I'm gonna tell you about my boy.
They don't want to live like how he living. They don't want to do it like how he do it.
This is how me and him argue all the time.
Problem with black people
don't
in general,
give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. If you ain't trying to jump on, then fuck you. I'm gonna get this money by myself.
Yeah, that's how every
successful
black person is.
That's how he is.
I've yet to meet a black person,
and I be like, yo, I talk to him about reparations.
But it's not because he don't try. He'll give you knowledge.
I'm not saying they don't try. Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Why he just like fuck you, whatever.
I'm saying the logical answer is fend for yourself. That's just the logical answer. Once you get to a certain level, the logical answer is fend for yourself and the people that you can help.
Right now,
you're not going to be a martyr. You're not going to go overboard trying to, you know what I mean? And
why Trump was a good decision and all of this. Like, he's a Trump supporter, everything. You know what I mean? And he didn't even vote. Because he knows he don't give a fuck.
Going down. You know I bet you he would have voted if Trump needed that vote. He'd have like, man, fuck that. I'm going down to the polls. But of course, like I just feel like the general America wants shit to change, and it won't change if it's under the same kind of leadership. And Kamala's just the same kind of leadership.
But see, we go back to America. Like I'm just talking about black people. But if we want to go back to America, like
we here, bro.
We're not in Africa. We're only gonna progress how the powers that be see us fit to progress. We got
individually
current judges, current judges that are in place for probably the next 30 years. So let's just look at that.
That's loving all this gangster music. That's loving all the drilling. Look, they got dirt. You don't think them niggas is high-fiving? They probably put them on.
And they just released Young Thug.
They probably put them on, bro.
Well, let's talk about this. Young Thug released on a 15-year probation. What do y'all think about that?
Hi,
Who, Young
John
Thug?
VRS. Thank you for tuning in from Scotland.
Oh, shout out to Scotland.
And Saad Al Saad, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. He's asking, how do you honestly think Trump is going to save America's decline?
Save our decline. I don't think he can save anything. He can put things in place to start a process. And we could hope that this speculative process results in probably restoring our decline. But it's going to take work. It's going to take more than the 4 years that he's going to serve. So he's going to have to focus on what he can focus on. So I think his main focus or his main agenda, what he always talked about in the speeches, was really border patrol. And he always tugged at the heartstrings with showing what's happening with the illegal immigrants coming into the country and things of that nature. We don't have a strong border, but it's gonna take a lot of work to restore that. You can't do everything in 4 years. You can only tackle certain things. And I think the problem with the left is that they were really trying to just do things that we really didn't need to do. You know what I mean? Not spending unnecessary money, spending more money, saying, "Oh, well, we have to help the other countries, and we have to." I mean, let's be fair. If we have issues here, who's gonna help us? Is Israel gonna come and help us restore our economy? No. You know what I mean? So let's just be fair about what we're talking about when we saying that. Like, I don't think he's just gonna come in and just make a 360, well, a 180. I don't think he's just gonna do that. I think what's gonna happen is it's gonna take time by restoring certain things, and we gotta hope that the next person that serves after his term is up continues to do what he starts, if it's something that's gonna actually help us. Let's be clear. Let's be clear.
I think
Even though, hold on, let me answer this one. Even though he was on a reality show, because I don't know how old you are, and I'm not even jabbing at you with that, but even though he was on a TV show, which we can recognize in recent years, maybe 2000s, right? This dude has been in business or been involved in business for over 50 years, bro. So you can't even just talk about what he's been doing on TV shows or how he's been as a person. He never claimed to be a politician. You know what I mean? So like the funny thing is he decided things that he thought would work, that would help his business, right? So he took those and applied that to politics. He didn't try to apply what he knows to politics. He tried to apply politics to business. So I think we're looking at it different, and I don't think like he's gonna just save the world. Like that's not what's gonna happen. He said he's gonna make America great again, and I think that just means he's gonna focus on the country itself. He's not gonna focus on other countries. He's going to try to restore our borders and keep people out so that the people that's here can have more opportunities to have the jobs. They don't want to take those jobs that don't pay that much. So guess what? The people that pay those wages are going to have to increase it so that they can get more people that's going to work those jobs. That's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have no choice. Or they're not going to have people working for them. What do people do if you own a business? Because I'm sure you don't. But if you do, I'm not even throwing shade at you. But if you do, right, you know that you have to have conditions so that people want to work for you. You can't do it all by yourself. So you got to pay your people. And if you don't got enough money to pay them, they're not going to work. Straight like that. So you got to kind of think about that. We're spoiled in this country.
in America, it's all about lesser evils. Like, this is what I hear, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I agree with that. I'm just saying this is what I hear. It's about go with the lesser evil. And first of all, like on the spiritual side, a lot of spiritual people don't rock with Kamala because she said something against Jesus. I think somebody was like, Jesus Christ is king. And she was like, oh, you're at the wrong rally. And then they, cut that. And then fast forward to J.D. Vance and what he said when somebody said the same thing. And he was like, right, Jesus is king. You see what I'm saying? So little stuff like that sways into people's perceptions about certain people. Because now religious people could be like, oh, she doesn't believe in Jesus. And then, start thinking about it. Oh, okay, she was raised Indian and you know what I mean? So like, perception matters. Spirituality matters. Everything matters. Like, I just feel like authentic and fake, right? That's what it came down to.
Favorite word, authenticity and morality.
But it's true. You know why I use it? You know why I use it, E? I use it so
Sahad is hitting on some good points.
I use it.
Yeah.
I use it because people don't use it enough. Like, there has to be a level of authenticity and there has to be a level of morality, because how are you going to judge the authenticity? Like he was saying last podcast, it's like you could be authentically bad too. You see what I'm saying? But
he put himself out there.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The morality has to
check out the movie The Apprentice.
Overlap.
Check that movie out. That's your president.
Yeah, I mean,
check out that movie. It's real. It's some gangster shit.
Of course it is.
You know what? America loves gangster shit. Like, let's just
that's why I said
we're gangster.
A lot of people like his story because of how he and Kamala doesn't have that. Regardless if she was a woman or regardless, like there's like a respect level around.
I would have voted for Michelle Obama, bro. She gangster.
Yeah, 100%. I would. For real. To be honest with you, I probably would, but I don't know, cause it depends. If you're gonna do the same thing your husband did, I don't know if I want that. I mean, I'm kind of getting tired of Democrats. To be honest with you, bro. Because I just feel like it's the same story over and over and over. And it's like it's not gonna change.
Because you gotta think about it.
And at least the Republicans match more with my morality.
The Democrats are driven to help the middle and lower class. That's what their agenda is.
And you know what I'm saying?
And they want to make improvements in areas that are done on the legislative side. Like, bro, we're gonna have free school lunches.
I feel like I made it to like,
and we're gonna have.
I feel like I kind of made it.
We're gonna have more computers in schools for these kids because they need to read. They need to be on a better education level because they need to go to college so they can be in more debt. Yeah. Right?
Check this out. There's a system in play that we're not going to ignore. It's systematic, and we know what the fuck is going on in the schools. We know why kids are trying to get up because they're not supposed to be sitting down all fucking day learning that way. We're supposed to be out interacting with shit. You know what I mean? It's obvious, and we know by kids because kids are fucking born here with the tools that they need to do. They cry when they need something. You know what I mean? They just do things naturally, and if we tap into that, we know what the fuck is going on. But everything is so jaded, bro. We're worried about the election. We're worried about our car notes. We're worried about this. We're worried about that. We're worried about our ex-girlfriends. And you know what I'm saying? Like, we're worried about too much bullshit. All of this shit is bullshit. That's why I say you got to keep it simple.
Hey, Chris, thank you for tuning in. And Saad said America was number one. It's because of the economy. The economy was strong because America was the only industrial nation in the world. In the 1930s through the 1990s, America was the factory of the world. Today, other nations know how to make things like cars, electronics, and everything else.
Right. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with anything he said, but to play devil's advocate, because that's really what it is, there has to be forced into, sometimes you got to force somebody to be productive, and that is probably what Donald Trump was talking about. Like, before I give this to anybody outside, we're gonna worry about inside first.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really the American way. Like a lot of times we get wrapped up in what we feel instead of what everybody outside feels. And that's what he brings. Unfortunately, I'm not saying this is a good thing. I'm just saying he brings the energy of we have to take care of us before we can help anybody else.
Right.
And that comes in the misfortune of the immigrants. And that's horrible. I'm not saying that's good at all. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things
up because we let them come in here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't listen.
Not we.
Well, look, not we.
Not we.
That's not even our fucking country. Like, let's talk about that. Like, you know what I mean?
Shad said Trump blaming immigrants, but immigrants are not the problem. We always have had immigrants come to work. We always had immigrants come to work and add to the economy. Today, bigger nations with better plans can out-manufacture America.
Can you out-profit America?
That's competition. We got to be careful about what we call competition now, because if we're calling it competition, we're saying that Trump made it that way to compete with other places.
He want to make America great again. He want to make America powerful again. He want to make America rich again. He said all these things.
I mean, you know, like I said, I can't judge any of these politicians.
You don't want us to be powerful. We live here. Your child has to grow here. Your child has to have kids here and all that other stuff. You want them to have a great life. You want your legacy to go at a trajectory. You don't want them to go at a decline.
Smiley, that's why I said it's forced though, because what Trump is trying to do is like, yo, any job, like we're gonna kick the people that aren't born here out and give it to the people that don't want to work or were on what do you call it? EBT and food stamps and all of these programs. All that shit's gonna be wiped off. So if you don't work, you don't eat, and you know what I mean?
You're gonna have to work.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that slavery?
It's forced. That's why. What did I say? I forgot what I said.
Systematic slavery.
Yeah, it's forced into being in society. You see what I'm saying? It's like, for me,
but you can choose to take your money and buy your own land,
Smiley,
right?
Smiley. Yeah, if you have the means, yeah, and anybody can have the means. That's why I feel like there's two sides to every coin. We understand that this is like a detriment to the immigrants that are coming here and that are persecuted in the places that they're from, and they're trying to come here in refuge. We sympathize. I definitely sympathize. I'm just saying that business-wise, you take care of the house before you go outside the house.
That part.
That's all I'm saying.
And I don't think that's a bad thing. And I think that's what the thing is.
Kamala's gonna do it, but she's gonna do it in benefits of how much you're gonna give her for it. You see what I'm saying? That's, you know, you gotta talk money, and it's her specifically. She's not really. I don't believe she's gonna do it for America. She's gonna do it for Kamala, or not even Kamala, probably the Democratic Party. But we would never know because she's not president.
Was Chris Rowe talking about? Chris Rowe 34?
Yeah, Chris Rowe 34 said, shouldn't be any emotion in government. Put the nation's interests first, and that's it.
Thank you.
I agree.
That's true.
Thank you.
That's 100% facts.
And then
Thank you, Chris Rowe.
But Americans cannot compete with cheap labor. Do you want to buy a $300 TV or a $5,000 TV?
I just want a fucking TV, and I think that's the problem with America.
Check this out. The dollar. Hold on. The dollar is about to be gone.
But you know, a $500 TV nowadays is gonna be, because you do have.
I watch a damn laptop. I watch TV on a laptop.
The U.S. dollar is going. The U.S. dollar is about to be obsolete, yo.
Oh, the laptop? Because I need my shit.
Oh, yeah. How much was
Well, I'm a tech motherfucker, so I need RAM. I need terabytes of space.
You don't give a fuck, but you give a fuck.
Because
the U.S. dollar is about to be obsolete.
It's a reason why, of course. But you give a fuck.
But you have to. You have to get what you pay for. You get what you pay for.
Yeah, so the
all this fake money, all this digital dollar.
But I'm saying
the digital dollar is going to go up.
You can, but are you doing that?
There's going to be a system.
I would, yeah. for the TV.
Like bricks.
You're
Bricks
not
is already
it's apples
doing
and
it.
oranges. If you talk about a TV, then yeah, I don't need to have no crazy TV.
Yeah, because China, yo, we owe China so much. Like the U.S. The U.S. owes China so much money. They owe like,
oh wow,
isn't it in the trillions? I don't know.
man.
Like shit, crazy.
Shit, Google is in the
And China don't play when it comes to business. Like
20
China
decillions.
There's like Chinese and
20
in Jamaica,
decillions?
like to the point where it's normal now. Like it used to be like, oh yeah, you had your Chinese man, and you know what I'm saying. But now it's like normal because there's a lot of money.
How they gonna get that money? And
they already got it.
Yo, no, from Google.
What are you talking about?
Google, the $20 decillion or whatever.
Oh, you talk about that shit.
Yeah.
Yo,
Ain't getting
you know
that.
how they're gonna get it? It's gonna be fake and it's gonna be digital dollars, just like I said, bro.
Yo,
it's just gonna be a
They
number.
gonna
Like
get it in Bitcoin.
yeah, here you go.
Google bought mad Bitcoin. Google bought mad Bitcoin.
Of course they did. Of course they did. And that shit probably ain't even 100% legal because I don't think the CIA could crack it right.
Yeah, because the
You know what I'm
blockchain is so immense. Like
That's
so
what I'm
many
saying.
fucking
There's too much
networks.
shit going on. But that's something is controlling that shit. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
mad computers.
There-
Mad motherfuckers.
Whatever.
It's an organization of people. It's not
That's
just
what
one person.
That's what I'm saying. Whatever is up.
But
on
now
the
with
server,
this AI shit, they probably could convert it to like a supercomputer.
That's what I'm saying. Yo,
Probably
speaking
like
about
put
Tesla,
all these shits into one fucking thing.
You heard
and
about
just
the
be
new-
sitting there like this.
you heard about his
Just
new
getting all
phones
the
that
money.
he's talking about?
Mhm.
He has Tesla is gonna come up with his own phone,
Okay.
and this shit is supposed to be crazy. Like
It's gonna be like in Black Mirror.
I would get one.
this shit.
I would get one because I wanna be able to just buy like
And then your
American
eyes roll up in
products,
your
yo.
head. And you,
Yeah, this shit about to be crazy.
like what is Apple American? Apple's American, right?
Apple. Yeah.
Apple, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Steve Jobs. I mean, well, nah, Steve Jobs.
Saad said, do you think American companies don't like China? For example, China has more KFC restaurants than the United States, with over 10,000 locations compared to the U.S. 4,300.
That's why I said I don't think none of them really like each other, especially.
But they gonna make money over each
yeah,
other.
exactly.
They still gonna make money.
And that's good business. And I feel like the person that you would
It's
want,
all about capital, bro.
that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying the
It's all
person
about, man.
that you would want in that position needs to know something about business. Because if they don't, they're gonna be taken advantage of. And I feel
Right,
like
absolutely.
Komodo would have probably got.
Oh, he ain't gonna play those games.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I'm saying, watch
He did
The
it
Apprentice.
before.
Bro.
We seen
He
it.
don't play those games, man.
We seen it. We already seen
He
it.
learned from the best.
Bro got shot at and didn't.
Oh, yeah, he-
didn't fold.
Cause he
That's crazy.
with the shits.
Allegedly.
And that's what people don't like. People really don't like that he with the shits. I hope he followed me back on Twitter, on X.
Oh, you followed him on
Yeah,
Twitter?
cause he be saying some crazy
X,
shit.
whatever it's called.
That sounds like a corn site.
X, right?
Uh-huh.
I think that's on purpose. I think that's on purpose. Elon be knowing what he did. I told you he likes Luthor. That nigga know what he doing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think he likes
know what
Luthor.
he's
Who's another brainiac? He's
Ain't
like,
ain't no other Brainiac. Nigga.
he's like,
That's
nah.
it.
You know what? He's like,
Ain't
the
nobody
Maker.
like him. The Maker, not the Maker, nigga. That
Yeah.
sounds crazy.
Maker. Yeah,
Nigga
more
said he like the Maker. That's
That's,
wow. Oh, the Major, the architect. You mean?
Nah, the Maker is
Oh, the Maker.
Reed Richards. So
Reed
it's
Richards.
so there's many different versions. I'll show them to you. There's many different versions of characters, like different universes. They have some shit in the comic book world called the Illuminati.
I believe it.
So in the
You think they got
Illuminati,
that concept from?
right? In the Illuminati, it's like the most powerful beings in the Marvel world.
I bet.
Sometimes we always get into this discussion, but this should be real, man. But fucking the Maker is Reed Richards, like another alternate reality of Reed Richards, who's like
That's Maya.
the arch nemesis of Doctor Doom.
She's still like, whoa. Her body like, whoa.
And Doctor Doom is actually with Sue Richards in this reality.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. And he has kids with her.
somebody said Rita looked like.
He had a daughter
Minaj.
named
You see
Victoria.
it?
Who is that?
Rita from Power Rangers. You see it? It looked like her auntie. You know what she looked like? She looked like a young D from 5150.
Yo, for real.
You do. Because she kind of looked Asian
Maybe
and
that
D
was
kind of
D.
looked Asian, but I
That
think
was-
D's like Mexican or some shit like that.
Yeah, D some shit.
Chris Rowe said, "That's just it. Society can exist without government, but not trade or / business."
Not them
What do
Democrats.
you think? You think we can exist without government as long as we still have businesses?
I think we would have to be taught.
Continue to run the.
I think we would have to be taught it. And specifically, the whole school system has to change because we're not prepared. So we have to be taught to be prepared instead of taught to be sheep. You know what I'm saying?
We have to have
that's all it
individuals
is.
that want to do these jobs, that
Yeah.
their family
I'm pretty
is
sure there's a lot of
building.
individuals.
They
that
have to be
want
traditional, and we just don't live in a traditional society right now. People are trying to get involved in STEM. You know what I mean? So that's like the main thing that people are getting involved in right now. Everybody wants to be involved in tech. Everybody wants to be an influencer. Nobody wants to do the hard jobs. Everybody wants to be rich.
And-
So we got to think about the people that don't know how to do this stuff or probably aren't as intelligent to probably go that route, that they have these opportunities to be able to actually make
Smiley.
America great again.
Smiley, let's say hypothetically that the reason why they wanted to be what's the name stars, like YouTube stars or just be internet savvy and shit,
Mhm.
is because this was slowly being put in our minds from a young age. Because a lot of kids, like we was talking about the other day, are in their tablets all the time.
Right.
And you see what I'm saying? That's where that comes from. That, you know what I mean? Like they want to be like the people on the tablet. But the problem is the people on the tablet are doing these things and
That's the maker.
what the fuck?
That's Reed Richards.
Why he look like Cyclops?
Because he got some type of mind type of shit on his head. Like,
Shit. That shit
I think
crazy.
he's blind or some shit.
That's wild.
Saad said, "Government is what police the public and regulate trade. We need the government.
We need a non-corrupt
We
government.
need something that
We need
acts
structure.
like
We
a
need
government.
structure. There you
Yeah.
go.
We need
There you
But,
go.
yeah.
We definitely need it. You see that people can, yo,
Wait,
like I've been
what
saying
somebody
this for the
said?
longest. I've been saying that we need to get rid of Social Security
Look,
and
some-
just give everybody all their money. If we give everybody all their money, let's see what they do with it. Let's see how people manage their money. See if people go broke or if people
Where am I looking at?
pour back into the economy and make companies stronger. Just give people their money
they held
and
it
let
for
people
what's the
leave
name?
people to
Damn.
their own devices. But people are afraid to do that. They're afraid to just because all the older people. No, let's put the burden on the younger people and say, look, we're gonna give you your money. Now we need you to help your grandparents. We need you to help your older people. Let them get the
smarter
opportunity
than that
to
old girl.
either be successful or the opportunity to fail because we're deleting ourselves right now. We're really not doing anything to really progress. So we need to think outside the box. Do something like that. Take some risk, man. That's the stock market. Take minimal risk. That's not going to destroy us as a people. The young people are the ones that really are suffering. Well, they're actually becoming successful because of technology.
Like, bro, like you could take them to water, but you can't make them drink it. Like,
That's true.
it's
They
shit.
gotta want to work. They don't want to.
That's
Nobody
what-
wants to work hard.
But like I don't even put it on.
A lot of
them
motherfuckers can't even
I don't even-
change their fucking
I don't even put it on
their
them.
fucking antifreeze.
I don't even put it on them. You know what I put it on? I just put it on society in general because if there's no families, then that's what happens. That's what happens. Is a vicious cycle. There's no family, there's no structure. There is detriment into that child's life, and they grow up thinking shit is normal, and then they want a certain lifestyle that is normal, and it's totally far removed from having a family and being there for your wife, and you know what I'm saying? It's none of that. Like the average young black man still want to play ball or matter of fact, now it used to be play ball or rap. Now it's play ball, rap, or be a fucking YouTube star. And that's what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No doctors, no lawyers.
Nah,
But my
that
boy said, fuck all that doctors and lawyer shit. Motherfuckers gotta make money because he's an entrepreneur. He's like, yo, like, my kid is not gonna waste their time doing that. My kid is gonna be making serious money.
Teach him young.
And
you gotta teach him
they're gonna
young.
be doing things this way
Because
nickel and dime
that
it
kid
is not getting them nowhere.
And that kid gonna be singled out too, because usually it's sad, but it's a reality. Usually, when you want better for your kids, it's further away from our kids that look like them. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like that becomes the set. That's part of the systematic mindset. Like as soon as I'm away from this lifestyle, you know what I mean? Black people or
it's like you think I'm dumb, don't you?
Not even just dumb, but poor. And then
because I'm poor, you think I'm dumb.
They relate money to
intelligence.
Exactly, and that's the problem. It's like, yo,
because it's some dumb rich people.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
It's dumb motherfuckers that can't buy a clue, but they rich as fuck. You know what I mean? That money don't help everything. You know what I mean? But you so rich that you could pay somebody to be smart for you. I mean, you can get to that point.
Hey, Saad, do you believe that Kamala is a good manager for a company? Yes, no, why, maybe?
We don't need a celebrity. We want a good manager for the country. The presidency is about listening to economic advisors and policymakers in the administration and Congress and making decisions.
I don't know, like I said, some people are qualified to make certain decisions more than others. And I think your track record does precede you. I think there's a lot of fuck shit that this person has done, but for the most part, he survived 4 years, and a lot of people think he did good. Matter of fact, so many people think he did good that more than half voted for him and got him back in office. Like that, I think that says a lot. That says a lot. But like I said, I don't have any.
This is crazy. We actually were able to bet on this election. I think people were betting on it.
Oh, I would have won some money.
Yeah, because we knew he was going to win.
Yeah, pretty much. But she had a chance though. Like the way like Obama was rapping. What's the name?
He was rapping too. Oh, you said
Obama was rapping.
I thought you
Nah. Obama was rapping Lose Yourself. Like once I seen that, I was like, they will not be stopped on how low they will go to make this shit happen for them. Like there was another I think it was an Obama interview, or he did at the rally or some shit like that, and he was just like disappointed in black people for voting for him and shit. I was like, yo, this is crazy, bro. This is so crazy.
Oh, man, shit.
Like nigga. But TikTok wasn't having it. I could see why they don't like TikTok, because they wasn't having it.
Yo, like, people was crying, yo, like girls was saying that their life is over. What am I gonna do?
That sounds
what you mean, what are you gonna do? What do they think is gonna happen? Like the world's gonna end?
No, they're gonna get pregnant and have to have that baby instead of that.
They need to use a condom.
That hasn't even happened yet. So people speaking it into existence. Yeah, it probably is gonna happen because y'all talking about it.
Let them do it. We need change somehow. We figure it out. Maybe we do need black men.
Right. When y'all start getting pregnant by these niggas.
Maybe we do need the niggas' help. Like, we just gotta pick them better this time. We gonna figure it out together, whether you want to or
niggas gonna start divesting the Spanish chicks on birth control, yo.
Ain't gonna be no birth control, nigga.
Well, in some places it is.
You have to.
Some places it is.
You're gonna have to go to Underground Railroad to get a Plan B, nigga. Shit it's gonna be voyages. It's gonna be a movie. I'm telling you, watch. It's gonna be a movie someday about somebody that had to fucking go the Underground Railroad to get a Plan B or get an abortion or some shit like that. It's gonna be crazy.
Yo, what do you think?
It's gonna be epic.
What do you think is gonna be the craziest thing that he's gonna do?
that that you gotta hide to get a Plan B or abortion. You gotta go like a secret route.
Plan B is not the same. I don't think that.
I don't know. What if it get crazy, E? What if he said, you know what? I'm the last president that we're about to have, yo. What if the Democrats was right, nigga? This shit can get spicy out here, boy. He was like, this nigga said, oh, you thought what I did to the Capitol was crazy?
You'll never have to vote again.
This. That's what I was saying. He be
This will
giving
be the very last time you vote.
I feel like he too honest, bro. He be giving us little clues on what's about to happen.
He kind of be talking like Triple H too.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, this shit probably scripted.
I am the game.
Yo, you are hilarious for that. Nigga.
I'm newly appointed
game.
president.
Yo, that's hilarious. That's crazy. But yeah, man, this shit is about to be crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it's about to be crazy.
Don't call me Donald Trump, call me D-Generation X.
Because everybody is depressed. Because the people are
But they're
already
doing it to
divided.
this, ain't nothing even happening.
Exactly, but that's why I said it's gonna be crazy.
They just so
because
scared.
It's all in your head.
He looking at it. He looking at it like, yeah, go ahead, run around.
And I believe the country
Scurry around.
I believe the country is going to be divided. There's going to be a whole bunch of people that's worried and complain, and shit is going to start going really bad for them because that energy is real, and that's all they're thinking about is, oh, this shit sucks, and you know what I mean? You're going to get yourself in your own little funk, and you're going to be stuck in that shit, and you're going to blame it on him. But then there's going to be other people that's like, yo, I don't give a fuck who's in. I'm just gonna use this as evidence that anything is fucking possible. That this felon, allegedly, that this person, you know what I'm saying, that did all this alleged wild shit, is qualified enough to win the electoral and the popular vote over somebody who they don't feel like is qualified.
Our president is the world's biggest gangster, whether you like it or not.
That act is gangster.
And now you have to deal with his fury at this point. You can either get to a point where you like, you know what?
Baron Trump.
I'm going to follow suit. I'm going to get this bread. Or
that shit crazy.
You going to be a victim.
This shit is a Simpsons.
I don't think it's going to be people that's out here just doing crazy stuff because the cops is going to be putting people in jail.
Mm-hmm.
So all that crazy stuff, people wilding, people trying to go into the White House, people gonna be murdered. So think twice about that. I just think
because he got money to defend himself. He not stupid.
He not trying to get rid of firearms.
Nope.
You understand what I'm saying? Like he with all of the smoke. So he like yo, exercise your constitutional rights. It's the American right. He's an American. He been here his whole life. He been in business basically since he was in his early 20s.
Yep.
So he been in situations like this all his life, and he joked about being president, and then it happened. Imagine you just being a regular person. Like take the race out of it for a second. You're a regular American, and you out here your whole life, and then you start working mad hard, and you build your business up, and then at some point. After you build your business up, you decide, I want to run for president. It's nothing stopping you.
Like 70-something. Ain't nothing to stop this motherfucker.
Ain't nothing stopping you.
He made it happen. That's why I said it's a little bit motivating to see that somebody that could get all that dirt on his name could rise up and still do that type of shit. And then the way he does it is different from like the other political parties because they're political. They're trying to be in line with whatever that the fuck is, but he don't care. He really don't care. Like how you say I'll grab a girl by her pussy and stand on it. Like you stood on it. He stood on it. It's like, yo, Kamala would never do no shit like that. But those are the characteristics that the American people like because it's the underdog. It's like the underdog won. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like it don't matter how much shit that they was saying. It don't matter that he got a court date. It don't matter. Like, yo, I remember being with these people, right? That
He went to the
telling
debate
me,
with an ankle monitor.
check this out. I remember sitting in a truck. This is when I used to work
I'm
at
lying about
the temp jobs and shit. And I used to deliver sheetrock. And there was this dude that he ran the machine. What do you call the machine that fucking? It's like a crane and it carries up. It's like a claw and then I forgot what they call it.
Oh,
Bulldozer.
It's not a bulldozer.
Nah,
It doesn't
I know what
wreck,
you're talking
but it's
about.
like a
The little clamp
yeah,
thing.
yeah, and it.
I forgot.
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
called.
Well, whatever the fuck that is, that's what he used to do or whatever. And then we was talking about the political shit. And at this time, he thought Trump was going to jail.
Oh, you mean with the shovel in front of it?
Crane.
That pickup.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a crane, isn't it?
Yeah, some type of crane. It's I forgot. There's another name for it. I forgot. But basically he was talking about the Trump shit. He was like, "Oh, Trump is going to jail," and blah blah blah. And I was like, "I don't know. I think he might I think he might have another shot if he run again. He can run for like 4 more, right?"
Yeah,
It was like, "Nah, Trump will be in jail. Mark my words. Trump will be in jail." Well, mark my words, nigga. Yo, mark my words, nigga. Here we here now, nigga. They said the same shit about Errol Spence. Oh, Errol Spence is gonna break Terrence Crawford's orbital bone. Well, we here now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be wrong and they just so gung-ho and like, yo, I'm right. Nah, nigga. We here, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, that fight was crazy though.
That fight was crazy, but I knew it. Terrence Crawford didn't play.
I don't think he was ready for that, man.
I think Errol Spence, as soon as he said he was gonna smoke him like a T-Bud pack or whatever he said, I was like, nigga, you Jamaican and you smoke and you a boxer? Oh, nigga, you about to lose, nigga. Terrence Crawford don't be smoking and he wrestle, nigga. That nigga strong. That nigga strong. Little niggas that wrestle is strong. Take my word for it. Fuck.
Fat Joe, Roy Jones was about to knock Fat Joe out.
Yeah, I heard that.
For saying the fallback drink. The answer, I believe, what's
Kamala, Saj said the answer. I believe Kamala actually will listen. Trump has too much ego. He don't listen to anyone. His first term, he fired a lot of people because they told him things he didn't want to hear.
I think listening and having discernment is important. I think there's more examples of Trump having discernment for certain situations than Kamala. Like, you could listen and go along with everything. And then if everything is already bad, then it's not going to get any, you know what I'm saying? Especially Kamala, like, there's a lot of places, there's a lot of Muslim places that really don't respect her as being a woman in charge. You see what I'm saying? So now you got to come over there, your face is exposed, you're not wearing the face coverings and shit. That's kind of disrespectful in their culture. You see what I'm saying? And you can't change them or you can't knock them for that. It's like, how is this going to be in meetings when you have to shake hands with these leaders because it's the president and the leader of their country? You see what I'm saying? Like, all of that shit count. All of that shit count. And it showed. It showed. But we about to be out. We've been on for a minute.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
We
yeah.
appreciate y'all
I
pulling
appreciate
up.
everybody, man. Everybody
For real, definitely.
had some good takes tonight.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely catch us every Sunday at 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
What's today? Wednesday?
Today Wednesday.
Yeah,
We decided to do an impromptu live today, but normally we're here live Sundays at 8 p.m. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Hit the like button on your way out, share our content, and hit the notification bell so you know the next time we go live or post something.
That part. We appreciate y'all, man. Get lifted. 30 is the new 20.
What are we gonna say when we 40? You about to be there.
40.
Bye. Thank you for tuning in.
I'm gonna say 40 is a new 21.
Niggas gonna say 40.
I gotta keep my body right
I'm
though.
about to say you better act your age, big dog.
Well,